don't see that.
What do you make of this?
Well, he's not driving too crazy. A couple of maneuvers that weren't real smart.
There's one.
Yeah.
Blowing through an intersection.
So again, just to clarify, what would the protocol be if you were out there?
Chuck, do we still have you? Think we lost Chuck.
Yeah, I think we did.
All right, while we try to get Chuck back on the phone, we're going to try to get a kind of a beat on this guy for all of you who live in the Santa Fe Springs area or live in this kind of Fulton Wells, the part of town we think we're in. And as soon as we get some streets, we will pass it along to you.
He's on Florence?
Now he's down on Florence.
Okay. He's made a left on Florence.
Was he on Florence or did he make a left on Florence?
Oh, he's on Carmenita Road right now.
Oh, okay.
So from Florence, he went to Carmenita.
Okay.
And that unit is
all right, so Stephanie, do you have a beat on him? Is he like Carmenita and Telegraph?
Are we southbound on Carmenita? Direction's going to make a big. Okay, we're not quite sure yet, but Carmenita. So we're heading. This is Norwalk, La Mirada area. So
okay.
From Santa Fe Springs, he went to Norwalk, La Mirada. Okay. All right.
Well.
Okay, now making another turn here.
That could have been on Rosecrans.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, as Chuck Griffiths was saying, he's a retired lieutenant. He hadn't made too many crazy moves, and that makes sense. He's making some lane changes. He's making some turns. He's trying to decide what he's going to do. They've done a lot of studies on these things. Believe it or not, you would think there's not much to study, but one of the things is the psychological effect that this has on the people trying to get away. The adrenaline alone is mind-blowing, because you second guess the decisions they make. Mm-hmm. It's amazing they can make any decisions at all, considering the adrenaline that's pumping through their veins.
Is that why we don't, every time they get arrested, their shirts are off?
Yeah, really.
Because they're sweating so much? Seriously, you think about that. The adrenaline's pumping. They're excited. They're nervous. I'm sure that they get quite heated.
They do, yeah. And that's something that the California Highway Patrol has to take into account, too, because, in the beginning, this is just somebody who decided not to pull over. Now it's somebody who is actively going to jump over that median just to try to get away. An SUV is following him. That's no big deal for an SUV.
Into a parking lot. Looks like a parking lot.
Yep, using a parking lot of a store or of a fast food restaurant to try to get away.
Nope, behind that tree there. Sometimes this is where we see a foot bail.
This is also where we could see them try to hem him in.
There
we go.
Yep, pinning him in.
They pin him. No,
nope,
he's still going to go. Wow. Chuck,
hey, Chuck,
are you with us?
What'd you think about that move, Chuck?
Yeah, they took advantage of the situation. They need to stay on him, though.
They do.
We'll see now if he ramps this up a little bit, trying to get away more desperately.
Well, there's room here for a pit maneuver, too, because there's no one on the road. But then again, it looks like they're going over 45 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's going to be a problem.
It looks like CHP is going to try to get up on him. If he makes a turn or slows down, they'll probably do the pit.
Yeah, because he's at a much closer proximity than he was just 30, 40 seconds ago.
Correct, yeah. And, being on the side streets is way more dangerous than being on the freeway.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and if we're going north of Rosecrans, Shoemaker will come to an end. So he'll be running out of room here. What was that, Sharon?
Where will it end? Onto another street or?